Hey, I'd like to welcome you to another episode of Money Matters Top Tips for Success, where each and every day I bring on new business owners, entrepreneurs, and executives and have them share their top tips for success with you. My name is Adam Torres. You can follow me on Instagram at AskAdamTorres to keep up with my book releases, book tour schedule, signings, all that other good stuff. Always love to connect with you there. And as always, if you'd like to apply to become a co-author of one of my upcoming books, just head on over to the website, moneymatterstoptips.com, and click on Become an Author to apply. All right, so today I have Stephanie Emrich on the line, and she is the founder and CEO over at ServiceSpeaks, and this is one of our special reunion 2020 episodes. What is that? That's when I bring on a guest I had on in the past, and I liked them so much I had to bring them back and get more out of them. So Stephanie, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Adam. This is quite a treat, a real joy.
So happy to have you back, and I'm excited about today's topic. So we're going to get into the 7 elements of guest service and also your certification program surrounding that. But before we do that, I don't want to assume that all of our new listeners had the time to go back and check out your first episode. So let's start out with what you're doing at ServiceSpeaks, please.
So we just celebrated a decade as the world became 2020. We too celebrated 10 years of great success in elevating our customers' service excellence practices. And
well, congratulations on that. First of all, 10 years, a decade, that's no small feat. Congrats.
I'll take it. Boy, when you look back at what happens in 10 years as entrepreneurs, you think, what were you doing? What would you do better? And that's a long list. But what is the most shareable and what are the life lessons? That's really been the gift.
Absolutely. So tell us a little bit more about ServiceSpeaks, please.
So we elevate all different kinds of industries. When I say kind, so from manufacturing, consumer retail, academic, sports teams, anybody who really is serious about the benefits of elevated customer service. And we've learned that everybody has a different perception about what service excellence might be to their organization. So instead of pretending that we have all the answers, we ask a lot of questions and understand where those organizations are and what the buy-in might be. And it's really proven really worthy to ask what they think about service in overall. So,
Stephanie, I think that's a great transition. Let's get into the 7 elements of guest service. And, of course, start it off by telling us a little bit more about your certification program, please.
So the American Hotel and Lodging Association has an educational institute. And, Adam, your timing, and you don't even know this, is January 31, 8 years ago this week. I took a test that I was.
I knew that, hoping. By the way. I knew
oh, wow.
Yeah, right. I'm sorry. Wizard. Go ahead. Keep going.
You're the Wizard of Oz. We know. And no, I looked up the date before we spoke, and I took this test, and I was praying that I would even pass, quite truthfully, although I've been in providing guest service my whole career. And luckily, it achieved 100% on the exam, and it seemed like that was a sign to say, well, I've been teaching and training and instructing my whole career, but what if I could teach that which I love, which is at the crux of anything in entrepreneurs? And so in that spirit, we took the 7 elements of customer service, and I have included them in every facet of every training session and keynote speaking and consulting project ever since then. So 8 years, and it just keeps on. It's a roaring fire. It keeps on getting better and better.
Wow, that's amazing. And so let's go into some of these 7 the elements of guest service.
So at the core, of course, any business would apply what is right for them, but in customizing. And it's sort of an overarching theme. A lot of businesses like to rely on authenticity, knowing what they provide is real and is needed and is true so that they can perform, exponentially, not only profit-wise, but that they're providing a product or service that is very much needed in a given market. Another example is intuition. I have heavily relied on intuition and my instincts from my clients and those wishing a greater customer experience. And that is a truth that has proven over and over, that gut feeling. I'm sure you know what I mean. Mm-hmm. And when you listen to that, that's a gift. Another one of the 7 elements, and there are scenarios that are really deep within each of these. Another one is initiative. I think when we work in teams, a lot of people have that silo effect, and they forget how much their actions, behaviors, and ideals are impacting those around you, and creating that initiative and going outside of that group can be really, really positive for the overall enthusiasm and the profits for a company. And so where do you find, and obviously this is we don't have the time to go through all these, and I know it's a whole training course, and so I don't want to oversimplify this, but for some of the audience that are listening, they're sitting there thinking, and they're like, okay, so how does this apply to me? Where do you find what do you find are some of the common themes and errors just in general that people are making and trying to make that connection in customer service? Sure. So one of our clients is in the home care field. It's a national brand. It's very upscale, et cetera, and they know what they are doing technically and operationally to the core. They receive really high scores on every test, every score monitor. However, customer service, they might not think that they're in customer service because they're providing the benefits of a healthier life in the medical side. But when they see that empathy, which is another one of the 7 elements, is very much related, and they remember that there's a person on the other end of receiving that service, it's such a wow, because they see the benefit of not only providing, again, good or great care, but that there really is a human on the other side of what they're providing. We also worked for a municipality in the Chicago area. They were celebrating their 90th anniversary. They wanted to upstep their connection to the community. They serve about 80,000 citizens in their particular area. And through these 7 elements and the training, which mirrored their 90 years, it was an amazing moment when they called and said, Stephanie, we've won a national gold, because wow. We were able to mirror. It was a wow. I mean, you like those wow. calls. Mm-hmm. And you think, well, it wasn't me, but luckily we were alongside them. I prefer to work with our customers and our clients versus at. And they decided that authenticity, intuition, empathy, initiative, that all those elements were really important in their pillars and their core values. As well as a museum and an art center, a real estate company doing high-end condominium customer service. The people who live there have very high standards. So they were able to lean on this masterful certification, which is a very turnkey opportunity for training, and they won. And they're still using those same tenets I just learned 5 years later. I'm really wow. excited about that part. That is really exciting. It's I think about trainings and other things and what sticks, what doesn't, for somebody to still be keeping to that core from 5 years ago. It speaks a lot for the work you're doing. So speaking of which, Stephanie, if somebody's listening to this and they want more information on ServiceSpeaks or the training or anything else to connect, what's the best way for them to follow up? Certainly. Well, I'm a big fan of LinkedIn. It's provided me a great platform under the Stephanie Leese Emrich name, as well as Facebook. I still have fun on Facebook. It's great posting pictures and getting immediate reactions. But really the core communication is our website, which is ServiceSpeaksSolutions.com. Perfect.
Well, hey, Stephanie, really appreciate you coming back for this reunion 2020 episode. Can't wait to have you back in 2021. I'm going to get some more updates from you because I know you're rocking and rolling over there helping your clients to increase their service experience. And you have people, come on, you have people winning gold medals over there, Stephanie. I know you're working besides them, but come on, they're getting medals through you. I don't even want to hear it. So thank you again for coming on the show today. Great work. And to the audience, as always, thank you for tuning in. Hope you got a lot of value out of this. Hope you had fun. We had fun making it for you. If you did, don't forget to subscribe to the podcast. Leave me a review on the Apple iTunes Store. If you're watching this on YouTube, I mean, we just launched that YouTube channel, Money Matters Top Tips. Leave us some questions or some comments in the comment section. Make them good and make them about service, and then I'll reach out and have Stephanie answer them because I'm not going to know the answers, but we'll make Stephanie do the work. It'll be fun. So, Stephanie, thank you again for coming on the show. Really appreciate it.
You are all about gold service. Thank you, Adam.